It's the law. Everybody has to learn one good coin trick, starting now. This episode of Scam School brought to you by Netflix and by TuneUp. Your music collection is a mess. TuneUp fixes it auto-magically. Welcome to the show that's like playing fetch with a buffalo. Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. I'm your host, Brian Brushwood, and this week I go on complete mental holiday. From now on, I'm just a member of the drunken mob, and instead we're gonna have Dan Martin teach us a coin trick. New set of rules this time. Brian is going on mental holiday. I'm putting Dan Martin in charge of the episode, and I get to be the drunken jackass along with one of my good buddies, Ron Richards from ifanboy.com.
I'm liquored up. I'm ready to go.
Awesome. All right. By the way, now I know we got a character to play. We have a certain standard for Scam School volunteers. So if you don't mind, I'll just not pay attention to you at all. Look over here the entire time.
Would you participate in an episode of Scam School?
Whatever.
Come on!
All right, vaguely interested. What do you got for us, Mr. Magic?
All right, so here's the deal. We're going to teach you a fantastic little quick trick to do at the bar with quarters when you're playing quarters.
Okay.
Or you can do it with beer caps. Take 2 quarters. You turn your hands over. You circle them over the coins on the table. You do a little shimmy. You jump from there and look at this. Look at this. To there. That just happened.
Bedevilment!
It just got real.
Shenanigans. My favorite part was the 80s breakdance move.
Yeah, the whir was pretty good.
Now, do we get to they're not going to believe this at home, but I actually don't know this one.
All right.
This one's one that has...
You want to learn? Right after our sponsors.
Look at that!
Wow!
Look at that!
Guys, seriously, you have to check out TuneUp. If you're anything like me, your music collection is a mess. You got a bunch of half-finished ID3 tags, you're missing a bunch of album art, it's a horrible mishmash. You wish some magical fairy would come in there and fix all of your tagging, get all of your album art correct for you, and that's exactly what TuneUp does. It plugs right into iTunes and automatically corrects all of the unlabeled and mislabeled music in your collection. No more track 01s, unknown artists, or Jay-Z spelled 10 different ways. It'll find and replace missing cover art, and let me tell you, this thing gets it right. It uses acoustic fingerprinting, and it has a database of over 70 million tracks. I couldn't stump it, no matter how obscure a track I threw at it. Head on over to tuneupmedia.com and start playing with the free trial, and then you can get the lifetime unlimited license for less than $30, and even better, if you type in promo code SCAMSCHOOL at checkout, you'll save 15%, but more importantly, be keeping Scam School in business.
Now, before we find out how the rest of this one is done, we're going to check in with a short quick take, where Dan and I are going to show you our method to tie a cherry stem with our tongues. Are you ready, sir?
That sounds really, okay.
It really sounds sexy is what you mean to say. I actually don't care for cherries, so I'm just gonna take the stem. You ready, dude?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. There you go. Look at that. Oh, yours is tight. I got the pretzel stash going on there.
I got a tight one.
So how did you do yours?
How did you do yours?
You cheated. Yeah. This is so great because in urban legend, everyone knows that the sexiest ladies can tie a cherry stem with their tongue.
Right.
And as you know, what's the credo of magicians? Why actually have talent when you could take credit for talent you don't actually have?
Well said.
Yeah, thank you. I wrote that myself.
Yeah.
All right, so talk. All right, so what are we doing here?
Wow.
What?
Wow, that was pretty good. You cheated a totally different way than I cheated.
Shut up. How did you cheat?
All right, so here's the deal. What we do, one thing we both did is you get 2 cherries. You take the stem off one of them, right?
Yep, you tie it up, right?
And you put yours in your mouth.
I put it in my mouth and I put it in my cheek. Right there.
And that's like cherries.
Right.
Me, I held mine in my hand. I plucked this, I ate the cherry off the stem as I was chewing it. I dropped that one on the ground and poked this.
You actually did sleight of hand.
Well, not really, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, you did some sleight of hand.
I ate the cherry, dropped this on the ground.
And then put the tied one in your mouth.
No one's looking at it.
Nah, like, that's complicated. That takes like talent, and you are talented, I am not.
Right.
So what I did was I just tucked it in the gum line, right underneath this cheek, and then just, you can go all night long, and then when the moment comes, you toss it in your mouth, you go, you ditch one over here, you take it on.
What happens if you forget? What happens if you forget the one that's in your mouth?
You're never gonna forget. It's friggin' poking. Well then,
spit out later in your drink?
Yeah, later, yeah, you just get rid of it.
All right, better.
And that is how to tie a cherry stem with your tongue and have no talent. All right, let's talk about your Netflix homework. This week, we continue our graduate level course in scamology by checking out The Brothers Bloom from 2008, starring Adrian Brody and Rachel Weisz, directed by Ryan Johnson. I love this movie. It has a very Wes Anderson kind of feel. If you like Rushmore or The Royal Tenenbaums, it's as if those movies met The Sting. In fact, Dan Trachtenberg from the Totally Rad Show told me it's now one of his all-time favorite movies. You'll get to learn a couple of long cons, and you'll get a lot of talk about the philosophy of scamming, but mainly I just want you to enjoy this movie. It's a charming flick, there's some good twists, and if you're there with a girl, heck, it's got Adrian Brody. Now, if you don't have Netflix, here's what you're going to do. Head on over to www.netflix.com/scamschool and sign up for your free, no-risk 2-week trial. And don't forget, the wwws at the beginning of the URL are just as important as the scam school at the end to make sure we get credit.
And welcome back. So,
He does all the work, and I still get to be host. No, keep going. No, go ahead.
We're back with two fellow bar drunken patrons, and we're going to show you exactly how to do it and do at home. So what we're going to start off with is you want 2 coins. You can use 2 quarters, $2.50, or even 2 beer caps. 2 bottles of beer.
Which one? 2 bottles of beer? You can do it with 2 giant bottles of beer. You just go, boom!
And you can just pop it on with the bottles. All right. So
which one is easier, to do it small with a small coin or a big coin?
Probably for example purposes, we're going to use $2.50.
All right. Is this like sleight of hand? Like I'm not fast with my hand.
Yeah, this is sleight of hand.
I'm rather slow with my hand.
Which hand are you fastest with?
I'm not gonna fall for that. I'm smarter than that.
You're gonna put a coin in one hand, right?
Heads or tails?
What do you prefer?
Yeah, I'm not gonna fall for that either.
Or we don't?
Some tails.
You don't even use a trick. You just hit the tease to somebody. Okay. So here's the deal. If you were to take a coin and put it in the palm of your hand, or a beer cap, or last night's, whatever. All right. So you're gonna take it. When you turn your hand over real fast, that's what happens. Now, if you were to take that same coin and put it on your index and your middle finger, right?
Index and middle finger.
Yeah, that would be the other 2.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And the left-right thing for me.
Right. You take your hand, and when you turn it over quick, it kind of shoots over to the other hand.
Nice.
If you do it quick. Yeah, you got it. Okay.
Wait, I just did it.
Right, so I'm gonna do it for you slower, and then we'll do it at speed. Watch. Boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
So it's like it's a 1-2 count. So you go, watch. 1, 2. It takes a little practice. Look at that! You just did that.
Yeah, but my hand came like I have a tail.
Well,
a tail. But you know what?
No. But you want to start. Here's how you practice. That's a great point. You actually practice by going closer. Right, and then eventually you start moving your hands until you're like football fields apart.
Yeah. You do it. It's the Brazilian masseuse maneuver where you go. Now do the Brazilian masseuse.
It's called the flying monkey. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. You have a quarter in this hand, a quarter in this hand.
All right.
You turn that one over, and in essence, that's what you do. At speed, this is what it looks like. A quarter, you basically say, look, I have a quarter in each hand. You go, watch, I'm gonna turn both hands over.
Did you just do it? Did you just do it?
Watch.
Hey!
Yeah, watch. So, boom. That's at its speed.
A no bonanza.
And the more you practice this or practice Brazilian masseuse, either way, you'll get your hands will get really good.
I'm gonna try and scout the adventure.
So do it with one.
Hang on. I know what you're doing, so it's gonna be cool. All right.
Look!
I gotta do my Brazilian masseuse. You distract me with the masseuse.
So you have a choice.
All right.
All right, so here's the deal. Watch. Let's put a coin in each.
All right.
Come on, both.
All right, go ahead.
Everyone, got it?
Yes.
All right. And then, at the same time, we're gonna do, this is like hands around the world coin trick.
All right, ready?
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Look, we just did it. Look.
Brazilian masseuse.
I feel dirty. Awesome.
That's it for the Brazilian masseuse.
All right. And remember, when you're learning this Daniel Martin coin trick,
really? Dude, lesson's over. Thank you. Yeah. By the way, we do want to thank Daniel Martin for his expertise in teaching us a coin trick. And if you have any success stories or failure stories, remember to post them at the boards at revision3.com/scamschool. And by all means, make sure to check out Dan Martin's website at martinmagic.com. If you want to contact me directly, you can hit me up at brian@revision3.com. And if you're doing the Twitter thing, you can follow the show at twitter.com/scamschool or my goofy adventures at twitter.com/schwood. Next week, we're going to be training butterflies to mix concrete. But first, I got to go buy some Cheetos, because that's the only thing they work for. Goddamn union employees.